Hi guys, welcome to Tea Time, our new fresh podcast. I'm your host, Jalen Tucker, and I'm with
AJ, the co-host.
the co-host, AJ. Oh, I didn't know you were a co-host.
Well, yeah, I'm a co-host. I'm like the other person here. That is what you would call me, a co-host.
This is a new podcast we're starting. We're going to have to bring some guests soon, but this is our first episode. Aren't you excited about our new episode?
Yeah, I guess.
Very enthusiastic.
Well, our real first episode didn't make it, but I am excited about this one.
Yeah, our first one didn't make it. We're not going to talk about it. Anyways.
The last episode.
Let's talk about ourselves. You want to go first? I'll go first.
No, you can go first.
Okay, since I'm the host, I get to go first. Okay, my name is Jalen. I am a 19-year-old college student at Arkansas, Little Rock. Go Trojans. Woo! I run track, and what else do I do? I'm really loud. I'm really quirky. I'm very silly. I could be all over the place. So if you ever meet me in real life, like, I'm actually kind of chill in real life, but like, there'd be days where like I might seem I'm on caffeine, but that's just like actually my personality. Like, I don't drink coffee that much, so that's like my natural personality. Okay, that's about me. Yeah, that's really about me.
How old are you, though?
I just said I was 19.
Oh, did you?
I said I was a 19-year-old college student.
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't paying attention at all during that.
That's tough. You should know that about me. You should know that section.
Hi, my name is AJ. I go to University of Texas in Austin. I'm 20.
Hook 'em.
Not 19.
What does that have to do? You're doing shots because I'm 19.
Well, you're a whole...
I'm turning 20 on Friday, everybody. So, continue. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Go. Talk about yourself.
What else?
Describe personality.
I play a lot of sports. Basketball, soccer. Used to run hurdles in high school.
Lying.
I play basketball and soccer all the time.
Oh, I didn't know that you played basketball and soccer.
Yeah, I used to play basketball in middle school. And
then
I dropped it.
He was on that A team, y'all.
Nope.
He made C team.
Yep. Hashtag C team swag.
Let's start a new trend, guys. Hashtag C team swag.
Yeah, let's get that trending.
Make that trending on Twitter.
If all 6 of you can make it trending on Twitter, that'd be awesome.
That'd be amazing. We'll start it today.
So yeah, I dropped basketball so that I could play soccer.
I'm actually gonna tweet that right out. Sam just called me.
So that I could play soccer in high school, and I guess my main sports were track and soccer. No, tell them we're recording. Do not.
I'm not gonna answer.
Don't answer.
I'm not gonna. Sorry, guys. My boyfriend's currently calling me. Okay, continue. Sorry.
I think that's about it. I guess my personality is kind of
the exact opposite of me.
Yeah, quiet. I never seem like I'm on caffeine.
Yeah.
And I don't drink coffee. I drink a lot of sugary drinks.
Oh.
Like Coke. And well, that's it. I just drink a lot of soda.
I think we balance each other out very well. I think we should talk about how we met, or do you even know the origin story how we met?
Probably I remember it from the last episode. Yeah.
Okay. Because I told you. Okay, we're gonna give a background story of how me and AJ met. So me and AJ met probably our sophomore year of high school on the track team.
On October 24th. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
It'll be second semester, so like January, February, maybe April actually. I have to think about it.
Probably. It was more like you were friends
with people
people around me, because I didn't even know the hurdle people that well.
Yeah, he was a hurdler and I was a sprinter, so we were different groups. And so then I was like, like my outgoing bubbly self, I was like, hey guys, and I would just like go over to everybody and start talking to everybody. And I kind of forced him to talk to me, and then ever since we've just been tight.
Well, it was more like you were talking to me and I was just like, yeah.
You were just listening. But this is how our friendship works now, is that I talk and he's just nodding his head listening. And we should be recording because he's nodding his head right now as I'm speaking. So that's how
that is true.
That's how he always does it. But that's our origin story. Obviously, we graduated together, and then we're also neighbors. That's a fun fact. We're neighbors. Not going to disclose our address.
But if you find out where one of us lives, you know where both of us lives.
Yeah, at that point, then yeah. Don't go out of your way to search us up, though. That'd be kind of creepy. We don't need any fans at the door. Calm down, guys. I know we're about to be popping soon, but you don't need to go too far, okay? Just know we're Texans out here. We're Texan.
Okay, pause. Let's not do that.
What?
You're giving them too much information.
That's not that much. Texas is really big. No one would know exactly where we live.
Yeah, but now you're narrowing it down.
Okay, well now you know we're from Texas.
States.
But I mean,
well, I guess it'll probably come up because we'll probably talk
it's
about some pretty Texas
yeah,
things.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like Whataburger and Trump. You know,
and doing the pledge all through kindergarten
through now to life now.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so I was about to say because we're the only. Are we the only state that has a flag?
Well, we're the only state that does the Texas pledge and the
everybody.
US pledge.
Yeah, everyone else doesn't have a pledge for their state.
Yeah.
We're just special ed because
I don't know about special.
Not special ed, but we're just a special type of group here.
Well, people from Texas like to think that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I kind of believe that too. I think we're our own breed of people. It's Texas and us.
Because you're from Texas. You're proving my point right now.
Well, I mean, I was born here, so I would have to claim that I'm here. I was not born anywhere else. So I have to claim that I'm Texan. As much as I might not want to, I'm claiming it. So let's talk about our childhood.
Okay.
As you know, or you don't know, but obviously, me and AJ are only a couple months apart.
No,
you're born in you were born at the end of 2000.
A couple would insinuate 2. We're 8 months apart.
We're 8. That's literally times. That's times 4.
It's closer to a year than it is to 1 month.
Is that times 4 though? Is that right?
Yeah, it is times 4. Okay. But there's also 12 months in a year.
Uh-huh.
So you're 3 months away from being a whole year younger than me.
Okay, so we're 8 months apart, everybody. So that obviously...
About 8 months.
That's...
I don't know the actual math. That was a complete guess.
Okay, why did we not do the math?
Why would I do the math?
November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. We're 8. Yeah, we're 8. Yeah, you're right.
My genius surprises me sometimes.
We're 8. I'm not a genius, clearly. I didn't even know what 2 times 4 was for a second. I did not know. I had to double check. Anyways, we clearly are 8 months apart. So clearly we had 2 different childhoods. I'm putting that in big air quotes because we really didn't. But we did because, I'm a girl and he's a guy.
Well, you're also the oldest in your family, right?
Oh, yeah, I am the oldest. Yes,
and
I am
the
oldest.
youngest in my
family. Oh, so that could make a difference.
It'll be very big.
I'm the oldest of 3 sisters, and you only have 1 sister, right?
Yeah, I have 1 sister. But I'm the youngest of all of my cousins, too.
Oh, so he's the baby.
Yeah.
So, but he's still lame because he's a baby.
I guess. Well, it's cool.
No, I think 01.
Imagine having a 1 at the end of your trail of zeros.
I think the 01's still like a cool thing.
You should have waited and been born in 02. That would have been
No,
cool.
I think that's a weird number. I think
then it's like a
1's the best and 0 means you're nothing. So 0, you're nothing, but 1 means you're the best. So I'm the best. But we're still in the same generation. I think we're Generation Z.
Yeah, we're Gen Zs.
We're Gen Zs,
unfortunately.
Which... I really was going to say unfortunately because this generation is not what it's not it.
After seeing this, the second half.
Are we the oldest of our generation?
Yeah, we are. The oldest.
Okay, so that's why it's terrible because now this leads me into the shows that we grew up with and the stuff that's in now, like what they have out now. Now, what shows did you grow up watching as a kid? Like you don't have to go from preschool, but just like throughout your whole life, shows you remember.
I'm just trying to think. Kids Next Door.
Yeah. Okay.
Backyardigans.
Yeah. Great show.
Back at the Barnyard.
Oh yeah. I know
Avatar.
Oh, I didn't watch Avatar.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
Let's see. SpongeBob, obviously.
Oh, terrible.
Dora. What? Did you not grow up with Dora?
Technically, I think Dora was kind of out of my range there because I grew up with Barney. I watched Barney
too. Okay.
I watched more Barney than I watched Dora, I would say.
Didn't watch Sesame Street.
I don't think I'm trying to think when these shows kind of came out because I don't think I ever watched Dora. I never watched Sesame Street. I think that was my youngest sister. That's what the kind of shows were out when I was probably 9 or 8 around that age. I think I was a little older at that point. So who was watching Dora at maybe they are, but I wasn't watching Dora at 8 and 9. I was watching Disney.
I'm trying to think.
If you think about when Dora came out, if I Google right now when did Dora the Explorer
Pretty sure Dora was early 2000s.
If she's early 2000s, maybe I just didn't watch her.
Because I watched Dora, but I vaguely remember Dora.
Dora has 8. Oh, Dora's been out since 1999, so Dora's older than us. Oops.
Yeah.
So it's been out long. Okay, I thought it was.
You just didn't grow up with Dora.
I just didn't grow up with Dora.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I grew up with
you can't speak Spanish. I can't speak Spanish, so neither of us got.
I don't think she really taught us much Spanish, to be honest. She just taught us, I think, navigation.
I know.
I would think
delicioso.
there. Oh yeah, I don't know anything in Spanish from her. I'm really trying to remember. I don't. Barney, I obviously still the "I Love You" song. That's mashed in my brain. What other shows I grew up watching? I was really into the Cheetah Girls growing up. That's not a show, but that was a movie. Kim Possible.
Yep, no, that one.
That was good. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was good.
Yep.
What other shows were good that I used to watch? That's So Raven. How to forget that? Proud Family. They need to reboot that back up.
Hannah Montana.
Didn't watch that much, but I mean, I did watch the little episodes. Didn't really like the theme, what it was. She was this super, regular kid by day and superstar by night. Her friends didn't know. I didn't really was into the show.
Sweet Life on Deck.
Yeah, I forgot they made that second one. I think I like Deck more than I like the Sweet Life.
Really?
Yeah, I think because I liked how they were on a boat and they were a little older. When they were on Sweet Life, they were younger.
That's true.
So maybe I don't know. I just liked the Deck better. I don't know why. And they had new characters, and I liked it better. I liked the storyline in Deck.
I'm trying to think of any other. Oh, Kicking It. I remember.
Kicking It was also I rewatched the whole few season. That was a little older, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I love Disney XD. I also didn't like how Disney XD was meant for boys. I feel like it was I felt like they made it to where there was oh, if you watch Disney XD, that's a boyish thing to watch because they had I'm in a band or whatever that show was called. It was you don't remember that show? It was this guy who had a garage band with a bunch of adults.
No, I don't remember that one.
Oh, you don't remember that one?
No.
Okay, that show, Kid vs. Cat was in there. I don't know if you remember Kid vs. Cat.
No.
What? These are good. Zeke and Luther, Parakeens.
Yep.
I feel like those were more boyish shows to watch.
I get, yeah.
And I feel like Disney was more the girly side, so that's how they had That's So Raven, Proud Family. They had Kim Possible. They had more of the girly stuff on that side. I feel like that's what Disney kind of did. They kind of generalized us that way.
So you're a Disney child, though.
I'm definitely a Disney child.
You're not. You didn't watch any Nickelodeon stuff.
I watched Zoe 101.
Okay, that's
Zoe
good.
101. I watched a little bit of iCarly.
All right. You're getting all the important ones.
I don't think I watched anything else.
You didn't watch SpongeBob.
No, because I'm gonna tell you why I couldn't watch SpongeBob growing up. My mom said that it was bad for your brain as a kid, so I was never. And to this day.
And look at you now. What's 2 times 4?
8. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I think that saved my life because I honestly don't think I don't know what does he teach you? Nothing. Or he's just bleh.
What does any of the shows teach you?
I learned a lot of stuff from other shows. I would say.
I don't think I've learned anything that important from TV shows.
I think so. I think some shows had values of friendship in the shows.
They're gonna try to, yeah.
They're going to have some type of underlying type of thing. You won't notice it now as kids, but when you're older, I feel like rewatching it, I kind of learned some stuff.
But I'm not going to rewatch that. Those are kid shows.
I mean, I do. I rewatched Kicking It. All 4 seasons I rewatched it, and I loved it the first time, and I still love it now. Loved Kicking It. Disney Plus? You don't watch anything on Disney Plus? Do you have it?
No, Disney Plus. I just got Netflix the other day.
Oh! AJ, how old are you? Where are you at the time?
What do you mean?
Netflix been out there, bro. Netflix has been out there.
I think you forget that I have to pay for stuff.
Oh, your parents don't buy it? My parents already had Netflix already bought. That's why we don't watch television. That's another thing. I think Netflix and Hulu and all those shows are gonna...
I hate Hulu.
Why do you hate Hulu?
Well, because you can pay for the subscription and then you still have to do ads. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to pay more money if you don't want ads.
I don't like that.
Well, I watch a little bit of Hulu, but I'm just saying Netflix, Hulu, and YouTube and all that stuff is taking over live TV. So that's why I think kids nowadays that are the younger kids in our generation are watching that stuff, and they didn't get to grow up with the kind of stuff that we had. I remember playing the Wii all the time.
Wii was fun.
Wii was the best thing about childhood.
When you're balancing.
Yeah, I like the Wii Fit. Definitely kept me in shape. I don't know how it did, but it somehow made you stay in shape. because I was always right there in the skinny right there. I was always thin.
So you grew up with video games, though,
Yeah,
right?
I did. I played.
That's pretty common among our generation, though.
Yeah, video games?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I had an Xbox 360 at the time. I couldn't play any shooting games because that was, like, blood wasn't allowed in my house. So I had to go to, like, my guy friends' houses and play shooting games. And then I had, like I said, I had a Wii. And that's really the only two video games I played growing up as kids. Yeah, I didn't think I played the Xbox until, like, later in life. But the Wii was my thing, though.
You know, it's weird in someone from our generation when if I meet someone new,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it'll come up in conversation that they've never played video games, and I think that's more weird.
Because I think we have other things that are occupying their brain now, like TikTok and stuff like that.
But I'm just saying, like,
They don't
video games is so common.
Yeah,
now
you would think.
that
Oh,
it's
you would think
the
some of
other-
them.
Yeah, I would think
Oh.
it's the other way around. That meeting someone who has played video games is more rare, but it's the other way.
Around.
Yeah.
That is so weird. I never
'Cause
met anybody.
Even in my sister's generation, since she's a millennial, she's 8 years older than me.
Yeah.
So she's like at the ending of millennials.
Yeah.
She grew up with video games, and all of her friends played video games.
But we're right there at the cup at the beginning of our generation, so that's why we had a little bit of the millennial stuff within.
That's true.
I mean, I don't have any older siblings. I am the oldest, but like even then, all the stuff that my parents like made me watch or like stuff that they brought in was like what their generation was. I think my parents, they're born in '76. So I don't know what generation that is.
That's a good question.
Because
It's not boomers.
it's not boomers. I think it's
after
after that one. I think it's
Is
generation
it Gen X?
Gen X or was there a Y?
Maybe it's Gen Y.
One of those two, X or Y. They're in that generation. I thought our parents were in the same generation. I thought they were close in age. My parents.
How old's your...
My dad's 45.
My dad is also close to 50.
Okay, so so let's just say they're.
But my mom's close to 60.
She is?
Yeah,
Your
she's
mom's
pretty
older?
old.
I don't know that. She's not
She's
close to
older.
60, don't say that.
Yeah, no, she is.
No,
She's a lot older than my dad.
Okay, so let's just go with your dad's age. Your
She's 9 years older
Older
than my
than
dad? Yeah.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun fact. I didn't know that. Huh.
She's not going to like that in the podcast. That's
No,
fine.
she's not. That's why I didn't disclose my mother's age, because she doesn't like that.
Yeah.
My mom's always 27 for the rest of her life, guys. Doesn't matter how old she gets. She can look wrinkly and she'll still say she's 27. But I'm saying, like, their stuff that they brought into our life is kind of the stuff that we had growing up, I would think.
Yeah.
Or maybe just more adapt. Because
my dad grew up with video games.
Yeah.
So as we grew up, he's like, oh, I still like video games because he was like a child at heart.
and my dad had a PlayStation 2, so, like, he was still playing games. And, like I said, with the Wii, there was all types of games that we used to play, like Guitar Hero, stuff like that. Like, my dad liked playing those games with us. So my dad was a kid at heart too. So like video games were still popular to him, but I did not know that kids younger really don't play video games. Maybe they play like more online games, like computer games.
No, but I see like kids don't play video games. Like they're just
at all.
Like they're reading.
Ooh, what the?
Yeah, see, that's pretty weird, isn't it?
Reading. I'm telling you right now, in kindergarten I had the worst reading. Where to a point my mom was like, I think I should hold my daughter back, but I didn't. But, like, I would still think my reading level is pretty not good. Like, I don't even think I'm at high school level. I do not read. I have probably not picked up a book.
I mean, I read a book occasionally.
I do not read any books at all. I mean, I do read a book. It's most likely... No, I don't even read a book. I can't even say I read a magazine because I don't read magazines. I don't read nothing. Social media, I guess that's what I read. That's the only thing I can say.
I guess. That kind of counts.
That kind of counts. That's newsworthy stuff. That gives me information. I missed the Wii. My best friend, Carly, actually bought $400 worth of Wii games.
Recently?
Recently. And I went over to her house and we played a bunch of the Wii games. We played Sing It. They had Mario Kart. Oh my god. Y'all can't tell me that Mario Kart was the best. See,
Mario Kart's goated.
Golden game. I was killer at Mario Kart. The best at Mario Kart. And that's why I said this is why it's so sad with this new generation coming up. They don't understand the type of stuff.
Well, they're still getting this stuff on the Switch.
Oh yeah, they do have the Switch.
Yeah, they have the...
But it's not the same with the Wii remote and you playing with your
the...
friends. It wasn't the same.
They have motion controls? You've never touched the Switch, have you?
I touched your Switch. You have a Switch, do you not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played on the Switch. I just liked it better with the white remote, and I liked it, or the black, because we had black remotes too. We had a black Wii actually. We had a white one and a black Wii. We had two Wii's. We were big rich like that. I'm just saying. I'm not lying.
Well, because you were like the white remote and black remotes. Can't forget about that.
Yeah, you can't forget the black. You can't. The black remotes were the best remotes. I thought the black was clean. Looked nice, pristine, and like it wasn't ever getting dirty. The white one got dirty too much. It's like having a white car versus like having a colorful car. You can see where the dirt is on the car.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of right.
I'm just saying that's true though. But I like that we're the oldest part of this generation.
I don't know. I definitely think the Switch is
Wii?
exactly like the
The
Wii.
Wii?
But
I can't say that because I don't play the Switch, so I don't know. I think it's more mobile, like you can play it.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you play it without like being connected to like the internet or anything like that?
Yeah.
So I think that's what the Nintendo is like. They upped it. They made it like,
Well,
okay.
they made it to where I can take it along with me or I
Yeah.
can play it at home.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's like of course they saw how people love the Wii.
So they said let's up it. Let's
Yeah.
make it where it's mobile and you don't have to hook it up to the TV
Yeah.
and play it that way.
So that's why, and it's still weird finding children that are like, or meeting people that are like, yeah, I don't play video games. And like, that's still kind of weird.
I don't know. I think what makes us go to the next topic is that this generation coming up now, they're all about TikTok and social media more than anything.
Definitely.
As much as, yes, there's kids out there that read, there's other kids that like are obsessed with TikTok and stuff like that. Now,
Pure social media.
are you a big social media person? Like, are you out there on social media?
No. Me,
No.
myself, no. Doing these little projects, kind of.
Yeah, so
But-
personally yourself, you're not a person that like, oh, I'm going to post an Instagram post, I'm going to tweet this.
I'm not someone that's like, what time is it? It's 5 p.m. This is the best time
To post
something. No, that's not me.
That's the thing with the TikTok, whatever it's called, I can't say the word.
Yeah, I don't care enough about social media to know the
when to
algorithm.
post. I would say I'm kind of like in the middle with social media. Like, I like to post, but like, I don't ever go my way to be like, okay, I want to have this many followers and like have this type of brand for myself. And like, that's why kids like influencers nowadays that are on social media. They follow those people compared to like, who are my role models as a kid? Really thinking about it. Like, did you have any role models as a kid? Because I feel like those kids look up to like Charli D'Amelio.
I never looked up to someone that was the same age as me.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Little kids look up to Charli D'Amelio. I think kids who
But
are
that's
like
basically the same age as them.
She's like 16, 17. She's older. She's
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, as a child...
You never looked up to someone that was around your age.
But if you look up to someone, you're like, oh, like, I'm just going to use an example, like a firefighter.
Oh, okay.
They're like 40, right?
Yes.
So they're a lot older than you. Whereas
so you're like, okay.
someone that's like 16 or 20, that's like only double your age.
That and like they're not fully developed as a person.
Yeah, they're still also children.
They're still also children, yeah. So you probably shouldn't be looking up to these people because they make mistakes as much as you make.
To make mistakes.
And they're even more mistakes. There's already been so many like influencers getting canceled right now going on. I don't know if you pay attention to that kind of stuff.
No.
But I do. I kind of keep up with it. I like TikTok. I think TikTok is a good app that they brought on. Do I miss Vine though? Yes.
Obviously.
Vine was good.
But there's still a little bit of Vine in TikTok if you know where to look.
Yeah, if you know how to look for it, it's out there. And obviously they still have like compilations on YouTube and stuff, but like it's just not the same. I think that's another thing. I don't think the younger generation really had Vine. So
No.
Because I think Vine ended in like 2013, 2014.
It only lasted a few years.
Yeah, it was only like 2-3 years. It wasn't long. I don't think it was long. It was short-lived. I don't know how TikTok just stays, like, how does it stay so popular? I think because of the songs. I think a lot of artists today are trying to make songs that are TikTok so they can make it more like, oh, more kids will listen to it if it's like a TikTok song. And that's what a lot of people were talking about with Megan Thee Stallion's new song. I don't know if you heard of it.
No.
I'm not going to play it because it's very explicit.
How does it go? What's the name of it? I might know what the name
It's
of
called Thought S-Word.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to say that because I cannot say any bad words. But that's her new song. And a lot of people are saying that her music sounds like it's like for TikTok.
Probably.
Because a lot of people are using it right now on TikTok. Like it's going viral on TikTok. So it's getting her more plays.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think that's just, honestly, if I was an artist nowadays, I would do that too.
Yeah.
Because she's only like in her 20s, 30s maybe. No, she's in her 20s. I mean, she's not that much. She's not that old. So I would say let's just get with the generation.
Yeah, just get the bag.
It'd be kind of hard. Like Michael Jackson was alive right now. Like, what kind of music would he make?
I feel like he would still make great music. It would just go underappreciated. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing is.
If it wasn't like made for these platforms, it just wouldn't survive.
It wouldn't work. But I think the people that were older would still listen to Michael Jackson if he was still alive.
Definitely.
That's so sad. Fun fact, Michael Jackson died on my birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was 2007, I think he died.
Yeah.
Yeah. June 25th, 2007. When at the time I was turning 6, he died. Which is a crazy fact. My mom told me that. That's crazy that he died on my birthday. So that's so weird to know. You can probably Google on your birthday and people have died on their birthday.
Probably, since...
people die. But I mean, Michael Jackson was young. He should have lived longer. I think that was a setup. I think someone actually murdered him.
That's a conspiracy.
There's a lot of theories about Michael Jackson and his death.
In the future, we should have a podcast just about our favorite conspiracies. Yeah.
I have a lot of conspiracies in the world. Are we in a simulation right now? Maybe.
That's an okay one.
I think that's like general. Everyone knows that one.
That one's alright. I'm gonna save. So this will keep our viewers coming back. But
we gotta save some of our.
I'm gonna save my favorite conspiracy about a guy. Or no, I heard it from a guy in Walmart.
Oh my god! That he's just stopped you and talked to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love people like that. See, that's what's like great about my personality. I love meeting new people, and that's what I'm so excited about the kind of job I'm gonna do. So, okay, little background on like what I'm studying right now in college. I'm a mass communication major, and my emphasis is in mass media. So I want to do like radio, I want to do television, I want to do all that type of stuff. So my big thing is that you have to have communication. You have to have connection with people. So I personally just like meeting new people. So I think that's cool that guy just randomly started talking to you. But it's also Walmart, so like people in Walmart are just random like that.
Well, it was Walmart at like 12 a.m.
That is hilarious. That is
PM?
weird.
Midnight.
Yeah, it's a.m.
A.m.
That's a.m., not p.m. Come on.
I said a.m. the first time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You were thinking p.m. though.
Oh no, I said a.m., p.m., a.m.
That's what's another thing that confuses me. That's another weird conspiracy. Why does time go from p.m. to a.m.?
Well, that's just a construct. It can go.
That's so weird to me, though. Never ever said that.
I mean, you can just do 24-hour time and that'll be fine.
I don't know. I don't understand 24-hour time.
What do you mean? It goes 1 through 24.
I don't like it.
Actually, it goes from 0 to 24 because it's 24 hours in a day.
And then so when it goes to midnight, it's 00, right? Or am I wrong? I don't know. I don't like it.
No, midnight's 24.
So then 1 a.m. 00?
No.
So now I'm confused.
12:01 is 001.
See, don't understand it already. See, I'm confused.
Do you know how to count to 24?
I do know how to count to 24,
then
but
you know 24
so then
time.
Where do I get to the 0?
After 24.
Yeah, but that'll be 12:01. You say 001. No, I'm not doing that. I don't like military.
It changes it.
I don't like military time. I like just the regular clock that tells me what exact time it is.
Yeah, but you said you don't get AM or PM.
No, I just want to know how like the world works, how we can just switch from day to night.
Yeah, because you just
Who's powering that though?
No one's powering it. It's not like a
we don't know there's a
clock that they're
we don't
moving.
know there's a higher being out there that's powering all this.
What? You mean gravity? Because it's based on rotation and revolutions?
We'll never know. You have to come back for a second episode when we talk about
Yeah, I guess when we talk about gravity.
I understand
I should call
gravity.
you Trisha Paytas right now.
Oh,
is that her name?
My God.
Bringing it back to influencers, I hate her, but like she's doing a great job with that whole dumb character or whatever.
I think that's what the thing is. It's a character that she's playing, but it's becoming like too much where it's like, okay, this is
too LA.
Yeah, it's like you're like, okay, you're coming across as too believable now. Cause like there's no way that human being could be like that slow or something like that. Right now with her and frenemies and everything and all that hell situation, it's like insane to me. She was doing a podcast with Ethan, I forgot his last name.
Yeah.
H3H3.
I know.
They're done. They're not doing the podcast anymore.
Oh, thank God. Wait. They just stopped the podcast completely, or is she not on the podcast anymore?
She quit the podcast.
Okay, cool.
But I think there was a good podcast. I think they're like, I would compare not us to them, but like their kind of dynamic was similar. Like they were just so.
He was a genius to bring her on there because he could just use her for whatever clickbait and 10-second clips he needed. Because he had the podcast for a while.
Yeah, he had his own podcast.
Yeah, and it was decently successful.
Yeah, but I think Frenemies kind of catapulted him a little bit more because a lot of people are like, oh, it's Trisha Paytas. Oh my gosh. So I haven't liked her. I just want to understand how those influencers get so big. Like,
well, it's kind of like, I don't know, I see it.
Or how they stay so relevant too. Because Trisha Paytas is old. And like, I bet you she was on YouTube like back in like 2010s around whenever, not right when YouTube was out, but like around that time. So it's affected how she stays relevant. How does the older people on social media stay so relevant? And I think another thing how they stay relevant, it was just one of my ideas, is they keep up with the times.
Well, those people that just really, really do their research. Because it's pretty difficult for someone older to understand what a younger generation's doing.
Yeah.
Especially since the younger generation is just growing up with that.
Yeah.
And someone that's older is kind of like having to retrain their stuff.
Yeah, with it.
But that's just putting in a lot of work.
I think it just depends on like what types of channels. Like gaming channels, I think they're always going to be popular.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think gamers, I don't care how old you are, you're playing
of video games.
Yes.
Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because our generation likes video games. I mean, not the
likes
younger ones, but we do. So we're gonna watch a YouTuber play for however long they want to play, or even they stream. You're gonna want to watch them play because you're like, oh, they're really good, so I'm gonna watch them. I'm subscribed to Lachlan. He plays Fortnite, but
I don't watch him anymore. I used to watch him.
I watch currently. I think gamers I watch is only Lachlan.
If they stream or play Fortnite, I refuse to watch them because I hate the game.
Fortnite. What is wrong with Fortnite?
Well, just
is Fortnite a good game or not, in your personal opinion?
Yeah, comment down below.
Yeah.
But no, really, Battle Royales, like that genre, I hate it. I don't like it.
I like Fortnite. I think I got addicted to it during quarantine.
I do not like Battle Royales. Although Apex is pretty decent Battle Royale, but that's it. That's the only one I'll ever play.
I used to play Call of Duty. That's another thing I brought up was quarantine.
Call of Duty?
Yeah, Call of Duty was a good game.
Everyone knows Call of Duty.
Yeah, I know. So I said I like that game. It's still like a revolving game. It's still out there. People still play it.
I'm surprised, yeah.
But I mentioned quarantine. I want to talk about COVID real quick. I don't want to talk into
depth. How did your quarantine go? Is it over technically?
Do you think it's over? What do you think? I think everyone should comment that too. What do you guys think, that we're still in a pandemic or not? This is my personal opinion. I still think we are kind of in it, but we're trying to go back to being normal. So when the mask mandate dropped in Texas in like, what was it, like June? May, I think, was May. I don't know. I just remember when it came, what's his face name? I don't like him. Greg Abbott. This man, I'm not going to say any more about him, but Greg Abbott. Anyways, when he dropped the mask mandate, I was like, okay, this is either a good thing or a bad thing. First off, all the conservatives are already not wearing masks anyways. So you were talking to only, I don't know who you were talking to. I think you were talking to all the Karens out there, like saying like, hey, you're not going to get yelled at stores anymore for not having a mask. I think that's what he was targeted to. Hey guys, you don't have to worry about getting yelled at for masks. Or here you guys, you don't have to be forced to wear masks. Which that was the issue to me. Why was everyone so tripping about wearing masks? And mainly people that were like, I would say that were like 30 and above were like having issues. Like kids, they're like, okay, I gotta wear a mask. Mom said wear a mask. Okay. Yeah. But older generation was like, I'm not wearing a mask. This is ridiculous. Like acting all dramatic, you know.
Yeah. It's like, I can't breathe in this mask. And it's
which it was clearly you can breathe.
Yes, you can. It's not.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know what you think it is. What are those masks called?
If you can breathe underwater with a snorkel,
you can breathe with the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the people's issue with, but I think the pandemic is still going on because it's still a topic that everyone keeps bringing up. But now because we have the vaccine and everything, which you're vaccinated, right?
Correct.
So we're both vaccinated here. You got what kind of vaccination did you get?
That's a good question.
You don't know. You didn't know what you put in your body?
I got the one that's 2 shots.
And Moderna and Pfizer is 2 shots.
Pfizer. I got Pfizer.
Okay, I was going to say, and there's Johnson, which no one really talks about Johnson because that one didn't turn out well. But there's only a few people out there that got Johnson. But okay, so we both got Pfizer.
Okay.
Which I think younger kids, I would say, and that's what I was trying to tell my sister, younger kids are getting Pfizer, not Moderna. I think a lot of older people were getting Moderna because my dad got Moderna. And I got Pfizer. And then my sister wants Moderna, apparently, because it's better. But anyways, like I said, the pandemic, I think it's still kind of going out, but we're just not in, like, lockdown and, like, We have the vaccine now, and so like we're just trying to go back to normal. But like it's still gonna be looming over our heads, though.
Here's what I think's so interesting is that the fact that people are like, oh, we can go out and do stuff now because we're vaccinated, but the vaccine doesn't stop you from spreading it; it just stops you from getting it badly.
Yeah.
So it's not like over; it's still around. There's also 4 or 5 different strains of it.
Yeah, that's another thing that's been crazy.
And
I've
the
been
vaccine mainly covers
one, so we need multiple. Yeah, so it's like you can still catch the COVID, and that's why people should still, if you want to, because yes, I understand the mask mandate has been dropped, but I still think that it's smart to wear a mask just to protect. Now, am I going to say like, there's days where like now, because now I'm fully vaccinated now. There's times like I forget to wear masks because like I'm like, oh man, like, but then I remember, oh hey, I'm vaccinated, so like it's okay, but it's still not okay. Like I still try to wear a mask at certain places if I go.
Yeah.
If I'm in big groups, I'm gonna wear a mask. But if I'm only with like a friend and we go like I don't know, like to like Sweet Frogs or like somewhere to eat or something, I'm typically might not wear a mask just because I don't feel like it. But I don't know, if I'm in like a big surrounding areas, then yeah, I'll wear it. And sometimes, like I said, I forget, so.
Yeah. I was already, like, pre-COVID. That's so weird to say.
Pre-COVID? That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah, but before COVID and everything...
Were you already wearing masks? Weren't you?
Well, no, I was already, like a mild germaphobe.
Oh, yeah.
So I never liked big groups. I don't like touching people. I don't like touching door handles or things.
Oh, okay. So you were already, like... So you were kind of... When COVID hit, you were like, okay...
Well, that's the thing. When everyone's saying, right now, everyone's saying, like, oh, life's starting to go back to normal. I'm going to be honest, nothing has changed.
Change for you?
The only difference
was being locked.
Is wearing a mask.
That's really not even the... Okay, well, you're
difference.
okay with being by yourself and, like, doing that. For me, personally, I did not enjoy being in lockdown. Though, even though it was really, it was kind of short. I mean, but it felt long, and every day felt the same. And I needed human interaction. And yes, as much as I was with my family, there was like, I miss seeing my friends. Like, I miss that other interaction.
But we have the internet. You can get human interaction.
Yeah, but like, for example, you have an Android and I have an iPhone. We can't FaceTime unless we're on Snapchat. But even then, that's still bad quality.
Well, we can FaceTime with other stuff.
What, Skype?
No, you can use Duo. That's a Google app.
Oh, well, I don't know if you want to use Skype.
We can use Discord. You can literally just call me.
I don't... Okay. Well, I don't have your phone number personally, so there you go.
I'm hurt.
You have mine?
No.
Okay, so I'm hurt too. He doesn't have mine. He said he's hurt, but he doesn't have my phone number. What? I'm dead. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you said that. No, but yes, we have the internet, I guess, but you and me didn't really talk that much. Well, we did talk a little bit during quarantine.
Yeah. But
I still like human interaction. I don't like being glued to this. That's the issue. I'm sorry, I just got denied picking up a shift. I'm sorry, that just broke my heart.
Dang.
That was random. Sorry, I work at Cane's and Burlow said, oh.
Nice. You just told them. So not only did you give them the state, you told them the town, and you said where you work.
Okay, well, it's okay, guys.
Wow.
I work at Cane's. And they just denied me to like pick up a shift, and I'm kind of sad because I wanted to work the shift, but it's fine. They don't want me to work. Anyways, what was I saying? I was saying about quarantine, about being with interaction with people. Yeah, I don't like being glued. Like most of the time, like I don't like to text people. I like how you said you don't like when people call you or whatever. I remember we mentioned that before we started, but
did I?
Yeah, remember I said Marina called me. And you were like, oh, I don't like when people call me or whatever.
No, I don't like talking on the phone.
Oh, you don't like talking on the phone?
I think it's really cool when people call me because it makes me feel slightly more important.
But you still don't like to hold the conversation. You can't hold the conversation on the phone sometimes.
This is going to sound kind of, what's the word? Contradicting. But I feel like I have like mild internet anxiety. Like I can meet someone in real life, talk to them, complete stranger, hold small talk and conversations.
But like on the internet?
But whenever I can't see their face or like... If it's a cell phone or calling or anything, I get so nervous and I don't know what to do.
Well, okay, so I was weird growing up, and I was okay with talking to strangers online, which was really bad. And I can't say anything because my current boyfriend right now...
You met online.
I met online.
That's really funny.
Yeah, and I only saw pictures of him online, so he could have been a fake, but then after 2...
You got lucky.
I did get lucky because we FaceTimed right then. I was like, we need to FaceTime. Because first off, if you
That's
ever...
creepy.
What?
If I met someone on the... Well, then again, I guess it was a dating app, right?
No, it wasn't a dating app. It wasn't a dating app.
Oh, okay, never mind.
We're not going to disclose where I met him because that is a lot of information to release for me.
Well, anyway.
But I met him on an online app, yes. I wouldn't say it was a dating app. It wasn't a dating app. It was just like meeting new people kind of app.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a dating app. Like, it wasn't for dating. Like, it wasn't like Tinder, that type of stuff.
I remember what it is.
Yeah, it was an app that
it was just for meeting new people.
Yeah, just for meeting friends only. Like, it wasn't going out of your way. I'm not going to disclose the name of the app because we're not sponsored by them. So, like, we're not going to disclose the name.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I just know that, like, a lot of people on social media that I've seen have met, actually, they're, like, husbands on that app.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that people actually can meet their husbands, their wives, their girlfriends, boyfriends,
even just
on
like
internet, on
friends,
Instagram.
Even just like
friends,
in
yeah.
general. I used to have a friend. We called him Mantequilla, which is butter in Spanish. But he was a friend of mine for like 8 years on Xbox.
See, that's what I'm saying. You can meet a lot of people. So, but was that giving you anxiety because you didn't know him face to face?
In the beginning, yeah. But then I guess slowly.
You kind of got used to it.
But he was probably the only ever pure internet friend I've ever had.
Oh, I've had multiple pure internet friends.
No.
I still have one of my friends that I met on Instagram. She DM'd me because I used to. I don't used to. I still do. I listen to NF, which is a Christian rapper, but I would still just classify him as a rapper. He just doesn't cuss. Let's just say that he doesn't cuss, but he's Christian. But anyways, I was put in a big group chat on Instagram about his like music, and she was I met her through the group chat, and she is a little bit younger than me. I think she was like 16 when I met her, and I was like maybe like 17, 18. So I was a little older than her.
Okay.
I think she was on my sister's age. I don't remember, but I don't say me and her still talk to this day, but like we follow each other on social media, and we did talk a lot. So like she was another person that I met, and I probably know her for 2-3 years.
That's pretty cool.
But I met a lot of people. I had internet boyfriends too, for real.
That's weird.
I did. I actually did. But they were like long distance. They were like not even in Texas. They were like in, let's just say, like Chicago or something like that, you know?
Okay.
Like, I used to do that, which was
so you
not...
just did it for fun?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Not for fun. I just like talking to people.
Why else would you do it?
I like talking to people.
Well, that's for fun.
I guess it was fun. But, like, when you actually build connections with these people and then you can't see them and then, like, you just fade away, then it's like, dang, like, that was a waste of my time a little bit because...
Yeah, it sounds pretty hurtful.
Yeah, I mean...
I never went through that.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to a lot of people, which is bad to say, but like I said, growing up, which my mom always told me that was bad, but I used to talk to random people, connect with them, and like I said, I did sometimes, they weren't just girls, but they were guys too, and guys would like me, and it would go on for a while, and then, like, boom, like, I forgot about them. No, because I forgot about them, because I forgot I met them on the internet.
Dang.
So, like, as I'm saying, you need that human interaction. So, quarantine was hard because I didn't get to interact with people. And like I said...
So you're completely fine with meeting someone on the internet, but you need human interaction.
I need the human interaction to make it work out.
Whereas I like human interaction, but I cannot talk to people online. That's interesting.
So I can talk to people online. If I meet them, that's great. But if I don't meet them, then I would say our connection starts to fall off. Because I don't get to see face to face. So how me and my boyfriend met was, like I said, we met online. And we kind of like...
FaceTimed.
We FaceTimed. Because like I said, how it worked, it went from the app. Then it went to Snapchat. So then I got to see his face on Snapchat. And that was great about Snapchat. It was his pure face. And then we went to FaceTime. And then we met in person during quarantine. Towards like April.
Well, good thing he lives close.
Yeah, he's 30 minutes away.
Internet confidence.
I do. I really do. I know that's what I'm saying. You have to have a lot of confidence to try to meet a person or talk to a person on the internet and then be like, is this person real or not? And that's what the thing is, how people get catfish nowadays, which is still bad how people get catfish when that show Catfish has been out for so long.
Yeah, or you could just meet someone in real life. I know that's kind of, I guess, old-fashioned. Is
that
weird to say because that's natural?
It is, kind of, but because I actually had a conversation with my best friend about this, Carly. We talked about nowadays, I feel like, with our generation, we're going to tell our kids that we met our husband or whatever through social media type way. Because I think more people nowadays are meeting their significant others online now.
But is that weird? Like, is that significant to you?
Is it weird?
No, I mean, like, is that significant to you that you're gonna have to tell?
No, I don't
children
think
you
it's.
met someone.
I don't think it's gonna matter to my future kids at the time because I
I'm on
don't.
the same page. I don't think it matters how you.
I don't think it matters, but I think how other older generations think it's weird.
Oh, but they'll be dead.
Well, jeez, I'm sorry.
That's just how it goes.
No, my parents might live for a long time. I'm just saying, when I met Sam, that's my boyfriend's name, when I told my parents that I met him online,
Yeah.
my parents, my mom, she was more like, whoa, that's weird. Like, why are you talking to people
Because
online?
they've never had that before.
Exactly. So meeting people in person, it would be technically old fashioned. But with our generation, if you met someone online and you start dating them or just becoming friends with them, it's not weird to us.
Maybe that's why I'm single, because I can't meet people online.
Maybe you should just try it, because...
No, there's no way. You know how sweaty my hands get when I meet people online?
Yeah.
Like actual anxiety attacks.
Oh man,
There's
I've
no
just
way.
always been fine with it. Maybe because I kind of I opened myself up at a young age. So then now the older I got, it didn't really bug me.
Now, if you put me in a room with 20 people, yeah, I'll get to know everybody probably. But
if you said, hey, here's online
now if they're
thing.
all right, here's a Zoom call.
Oh yeah, that would probably be bad. I don't like Zoom calls.
I cannot do it.
That's awkward. Actually, fun fact, when I met my boyfriend's parents, his parents and my parents did a Zoom call, and
that's weird.
That was a little awkward.
Why don't they just meet in
IRL? Because it was we were in quarantine at the time.
I guess.
No, it was quarantine at the time,
okay.
so we weren't.
Jeez.
Well, my mom wasn't open to the fact of me going over there, and doing all that stuff. Cause like she said, my mom was really big on locking us down. So I got lucky just to be able. Well, technically, I didn't tell my parents about him yet because I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work out. Cause in the past guys I've talked to didn't last long. So I didn't want to jump the gun with him. So I was like, let me keep him to myself for now. And let me work this out with me and him. And then my parents and my family can get involved. So he met my parents in early May. And then May 17th when I met his parents. And then that's when he asked me to be his girlfriend. And now we've been dating for a year and a month. Which is crazy to think about. Because like I said, we met online. So you wouldn't think those type of relationships would work, but maybe because we met during quarantine, so we met at a weird time.
That's true.
So I think a lot of quarantine couples can be underestimated nowadays, which is weird to say quarantine couples. But if you met your girlfriend or boyfriend, isn't that not weird to say?
Well, I'm just it is. I agree.
Because it's quarantine couples, that's just weird to be like, oh, I met my girlfriend or boyfriend in quarantine. You're like, whoa, how did you do that? Or But those kind of couples, I feel which I saw in the YouTube video, they're kind of underestimated because you think that we didn't go through anything. Yeah. But the fact that we weren't able to meet in person for a minute was kind of tough.
It's like a forced distance relationship.
Yeah. And that was crazy is when Sam and I started dating for 3 months. 3 months in the relationship, we were already going in long distance. So we already did long distance during the quarantine. And then we had to do another long distance because I went to college.
You do actual long distance.
The actual long distance. So it was just
probably like a breeze.
What, long distance?
Yeah, probably. Because you had practice, I guess.
Yeah, it's still tough, but
it probably would have been a lot tougher.
Maybe if we didn't go through the quarantine. So that's what I'm saying. People underestimate quarantine couples. So I feel like people should not because, we had to go through stuff too. I mean, there's always issues and bumps because you're we can't meet.
Then I hope quarantine isn't over so that I can meet a girl.
Well, quarantine's technically over now, AJ. You're too late. Well,
just...
tell the audience what's your type. So maybe you might find someone online.
No, I'm not going to do that. That's weird.
Why you just don't tell them your type? Okay, I'll tell you my type, guys.
Would you look at the time? I guess that's it for this episode.
No, guys, it's not over. He's trying to get out of this conversation. You're stuck in this chair.
Alright, fine. That'll be our last topic.
Fine, that could be our last topic. What is our types? Or what are we looking for in a relationship? And I can say kind of something different for me. Kind of on that cuff, but more extended. What do I hope for my relationship now?
Okay.
So you go first since you're not in a relationship right now.
I don't like going first, no.
Okay. I'll go first, guys, because I always have to go first. Ladies first.
You are the host.
Okay, but I still want my co-host to go first sometimes. Anyways, I'll go first. I don't care. So, personally for me, like I said, I've never been in this long of a relationship before. So, everything is still new to me type thing. Kinda, if that makes sense. I'm just new to, being okay, hey, I need to make sure I connect with this person on, as much as I can. Because then if I don't, they might feel a type of way or something. My boyfriend's the exact opposite. If I don't talk to him maybe for a day, I think he'll be okay. So we don't always have to talk every day, but like I prefer to. So I prefer to just have communication type of stuff. But what I'm looking for, hopefully, to keep our relationship like being like longer, is that obviously we keep communication up well. Because I think if you can't communicate with your significant other or whoever you're talking to, it's just you're already set up to fail if you can't talk. Trust is another big thing, which I struggled a lot with trust with other past guys. But I've been able to open up with him, my current boyfriend now, with trust. So you don't have to have trust to have the current relationship you want. And also that's another thing to keep like a long term relationship is having trust in that person. Because if you don't, then what's the point of being in a relationship? And what's the other thing that's big for me? Honesty, too, if you want a long-term relationship. Honesty. You have to be honest with them. I think it's fair for the guy or the girl, too, to tell kind of like, hey, like, these are my friends, like, opposite gender type stuff, because people can get jealous.
Yeah,
so keeping that honesty, like, hey, this is my new friend. She might be a girl or whatever. He might be a guy, but, like, you don't have to worry about that. So keeping the honest boundaries and not keeping secrets from each other, like, I think it should be okay if your girlfriend or boyfriend knows, like, your phone password. I think that's okay. Now, maybe not snoop, because I used to do that at the beginning. But I still think you shouldn't be... I don't think you should hide anything from your significant other. I think it should just be an open book.
I don't know about that.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. I want to know your type or what you think, what you want in relationships. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting now. Is that I think it should be okay to have an open... Not open relationship, but, like, make our... Between us... We should be open with each other and the type of things we're doing and the type of people that we're talking to. If we're talking to other people that are just friends, not saying like, oh, let's bring another person in the relationship. I'm saying keep everything open. Like, hey, this is what I'm doing now. And this is what I'm like, just communication. That's the thing is, and just being honest and not lying about where you're going and who you're with. Just be honest at all times. That's the only thing that I appreciate in a relationship. So, those are my 3 things.
Was that 3 things? It sounded like you listed off a lot.
Honesty, communication, and trust.
Oh, okay.
But I just kind of went into depth.
Okay, well then now I'm going to do 3 things.
Okay, well I guess you
Since
do.
we're on the theme of 3 things. Alright.
I mean, I just started 3.
Number 1, the most important thing. Some nice thighs. No, I'm just kidding.
That's his type, guys. What he wants in a relationship, though.
Nice thighs. No, just... I don't know. Physically, like, appearance-wise, I don't think I have a type.
I kind of do.
Yeah.
Kinda.
The TikToker, lanky, taller.
Not TikTok. Don't say TikTok, but I would just say...
Sam is straight from the app.
He looks like he's from the app.
Yeah, he was born from the TikTok
Even
factory.
though I'm only a year older than him. Because he's born 02.
That's a perfect 02 attitude is what he has. His appearance is someone...
But yeah, if y'all know what he looked like, then yeah.
Just say TikTok and think
everyone says that he looks like Little Huddy.
There you go.
So think of Little Huddy and think of that kind of equivalent to my boyfriend.
Yeah.
But with like not black hair, but brown hair. Just do that. They're equivalent to each other. Okay, so what are you looking for? Like, what are you looking for to get in a relationship? Like, what are you looking for?
So I guess when you said you were like trust with like the whole phone password and thing, I would not give my girlfriend, or even if she was my wife, I don't think I'd give her my phone password. I just think that's weird if she needs to know it. Like, what situations... I guess if I had asked her, I was like, hey, can you call this person and be like, yeah, sure, what's your password? Then I'll say it. But if she comes up to me saying, what's your phone password? I'm not giving it to her.
Well, I know Sam's.
I guess it would have to be trust of my own accord, or her own accord. It can't be something like demanding trust, I guess.
But at the same time, I just don't think you should just be able to, like... I should just be able to, like, hey, babe, can I see your phone? And then he'd give it to me. There shouldn't be, like, why do you need my phone, like, type of thing. That's what I'm just saying.
I would say, why do you need my phone?
Okay, well...
No. And then if you give me a legitimate reason, then I was like, okay, here you go.
I never have a legitimate reason.
But if my girl's like, I just need your phone, I'd be like, that's not a good enough reason.
Okay.
But I also don't really give people special treatment.
Oh, okay.
So that wouldn't be just because she's my girlfriend. That would be for anyone.
Anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I
I
guess
just
that's another thing.
I don't have any. I just personally like if Sam said, "Hey, can I see your phone?" I would just give it to him. He can go through it or whatever he
Yeah.
wants to do with it. Like if he just wants to play games or something like, or not play games, but like just
That would be a legitimate reason. If my
What?
girlfriend's like, I just want to play a game, be like, there you go. That's
no.
fine.
Like if he just asks for my phone, I just give it to him. Like I don't have a problem. I think sometimes he'll be hesitant to giving him his phone.
I am very bad at communicating. So I guess communication isn't that important because I understand some people want their space and
Okay.
they're comfortable being on their own. I'm also extremely poor at communicating, so if you don't ask me a question, I will probably not give you the answer. You see, like, if you ask me, oh, what'd you eat this morning for breakfast? I'd be like, eggs. That would be it. I wouldn't say anything else. I'd be like, oh man,
Oh, you want to follow up
the
with the
weirdest-
conversation.
Well, not just like follow up the conversation. It would just be like I would answer exactly the question, and probably that's it.
No, not elaborate. That's what you
Yeah.
don't elaborate.
Yeah, like some people they'll be like, oh, what'd you have for breakfast? Be like, oh, I actually went to this donut place down wherever, and
Yeah.
like go on. I'd just be like, oh, I had donuts.
Yeah,
You know.
you wouldn't elaborate.
So my communication's pretty poor. So I guess communication not that important. Honesty, I'm extremely honest, and I would want my girlfriend to be honest too.
Yeah.
As with everyone I meet, probably.
Yeah.
Just like fake people don't
Yeah.
like
You don't want to be around those type of people. So yeah, you
Yeah.
want anybody to be honest.
someone who's like nice. Obviously, I think that's on a lot of guys.
They
Like
like,
something
nice
that
girls.
they look. Well, you're just like someone nice. That's all. The bar's not set high when it comes to guys. I'm gonna be honest.
I can kind of agree with that. I think
Yeah,
guys
'cause
are
We
they
don't.
just go for whatever is living.
Yeah, a lot of guys that I know are like appearance not that important.
Which I think it should be. I don't think appearance should not matter.
Personality, you can be quiet, you can be bubbly, you can be in the middle. Doesn't matter that much.
I mean, unless you're me,
You
and a
can
lot of
be-
guys reject me because I was outspoken. But that's besides
Oh,
the
but
point.
those are special cases. I think.
Yeah, they were just dumb.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter now.
But if you're quiet, if you're real outgoing, that's okay. But as long as you're nice,
You just have a
That's
good
alright.
set of shoulders on you.
yeah,
Like if you feel like they're a good person in a way.
yeah, that's
But they
really
still
it.
make mistakes, but they're still like at the end of the day,
obviously,
you're like, okay, you're still a good person,
yeah,
and I vibe with you. Then that's how you can kind of work out. For that.
definitely. Oh, and she has to love music. If she doesn't like music, then
I don't
it's not
know
gonna
what
work.
kind of person doesn't like music, but if they're out there,
You'd be
that's,
surprised.
if you don't like listening to music, I'm sorry, you're weird. Because I don't know how you don't listen to music.
And she can't make fun of the things that I like.
Oh,
Like you can playfully make fun of the things that I like. Like that's okay. You'll eventually come
like
over
it
to my
too.
side. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you like genuinely say, "Oh, that's weird. Why do you need to
Like-
not like that if you want to date me?" I'd be
Oh
like,
yeah.
"You're
If
gone."
someone does that, then you're definitely gonna be dating a crazy person.
Yeah, I've never.
Because I don't know, I don't think I could ever be like I can never tell Sam these are the people you can't hang out with. These are the people you can't like. I can never be that type of girlfriend towards him. Like I don't care who he's with or what he's doing. I appreciate when he tells me like, hey, I'm with such and such people, or hey, I'm gonna go to, or say if he wants to go to a party. Like, hey, I'm gonna be at this party. I might be home late, but I'm gonna still text you when I get like those kind of stuff. It's just you're thinking of me and you're considering my feelings.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have that than a guy just be like, I'm going out, and then like not tell me anything.
I would probably say that.
See, I
I'd
think
probably
you,
be like,
yeah.
Hey, I'm going out, but it'd probably be best if I dated someone that asked a lot of questions, because then they would know everything they need to know.
They need to know, because
Yeah.
then you would give it to them.
I couldn't. There's no way I could.
But
date
you
someone-
wouldn't go out your way to say that.
No, and not because it's like I don't feel like I need to. It's just because I don't do that sometimes.
I just think
naturally
I don't think some guys do. It's weird to say, but kind of girls when they're dating a guy, they kind of train them to be the guy that you want them to be, which is really bad to
I'm
say.
right with that.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that I do it. I'm not saying that. I'm just
You
saying.
probably do.
I think that I made Sam's communication better because at the beginning,
What
our
a
communication.
typical girl thing to say. I definitely made my boyfriend material.
No, I didn't make him
Wow.
boyfriend material because he already
Wow.
was. Because he had the personality, he had the energy, and he was like
Wow.
exact opposite of me. And don't make me look like a bad person here.
What if I said it's like, oh, this girl's cool. I think she'll be perfect girlfriend material in about 4 months.
I never said that.
That would be messed up.
I never said that. I didn't even mean it that way. I'm just saying, I feel like girls do kind of set their boyfriends up to make them kind of do things that they normally don't do. So communication.
I think all guys do, or I think all people do that.
Exactly,
They
that's what I'm
just
saying.
sort of prepare them.
They prepare them like,
Yeah.
hey, this is the type of person, this is what the kind of things I want in a relationship.
Yeah.
And they put it at the beginning before you even date.
But there's the other side of that. So I guess in your scenario, if a girl's training a guy can choose whether or not to go
they
along
want
with
to
that.
do that.
Yeah.
Training's a bad word.
Definitely.
That is a bad word. I'm not trying to say it like that. I'm just saying preparing them was a better word. I should said that. Training is a bad word. Let's scrap that.
I
Say
should
that.
be an English major.
Clearly, because training is not appropriate because that makes them think that they're dogs.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, you set your boyfriend up to kind of the way that you want him to be kind of set up. So,
Yeah.
like I said, with communication, at the beginning, Sam and I's communication was not very strong. And knowing that we were finna be in a long distance relationship, I was like, we have to get our communication better. So I would appreciate if you tell me like, hey, I'm doing this and this, but I will call you this and this time. Like, I just appreciate that type of stuff from a person. Like, the little things to me matter the most. Like, I'm not a girl that wants to sit here and complain about my boyfriend that he's not doing this, he's not doing this. Like, those kind of girls, annoying to me. And a lot of guys like to put other girls in that box. Like,
Very
all
annoying.
girls are like, we complain,
All
we're
girls
always
are
want to be
complaining.
spoiled. Yeah, like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But not every girl's like that. There's girls that are just really down to earth that just appreciate a guy that's with them. Like, there's girls out there that, like, for me, I'm a very independent person. I grew up independent just from my mother. She taught me that you can do everything on your own and you don't need a man to be able to incorporate all your needs. Like, he doesn't need to be the main thing. He should be kind of like, he still should be a priority, obviously, but he doesn't need to be like, you need him in your life type thing. So I grew up knowing that. So with my boyfriend, I feel like, do I come across as needy sometimes? Yes. But there's days where, like, I don't have to, like, I don't need to depend on him for my life choices.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And that's what some girls are categorized. They're in that box where, like, they need their boyfriends. They need them to live. And so that's why they're always, I feel like those kind of girls are always complaining about their boyfriends because they're like, my boyfriend's not doing this, and, like, da-da-da. You're always complaining. It's like, well, why not you just, be more, to yourself more,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't have to be so consumed with what he's doing because you're always around him, or your every second thought's like, oh my god, he's not doing this right, he's not doing this.
Yeah.
You're getting consumed over things that aren't that big of a deal and that can be fixed.
Definitely.
For me, like I said, I just care about the little things. I just appreciate, like, the little messages. Like, if you text me a random thing, like, hey, let you know I appreciate you, or like, hey, I love you, type little stuff like that. To me,
Yeah.
I care about that more than, like, oh my god, he didn't buy me this gift for my birthday, or this stuff, or
Yeah.
like he, like, just complaining about stuff that just really doesn't matter at, like, maybe in your head that it mattered at the time, but, like, literally in a couple weeks you're gonna remember that. You're
Yeah.
not gonna care about it. So you probably should just always complain about him. And if you are, then you probably should just dump him at that point. If you're constantly
You
finding,
just shouldn't even have a boyfriend.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna continue to complain about your significant other, girlfriend or boyfriend, whoever, if you're gonna complain about them, then break up with them.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna disclose people's names, but, like, there's people that I've known that I've seen in other relationships, and that's what I'm saying. Over the years being so single, I've learned from other people's relationships.
Yeah.
So I've seen people where they could
Thanks to the internet, you just watch them.
No, I didn't watch them on the internet. I just personally saw them in person.
That's even worse.
Yeah, I know. I actually witnessed them.
That's funny.
That, like, they argue, and you clearly think, okay, maybe they're not good for each other, and maybe the girl's, like, always saying, like, oh my god, I'm gonna dump him, but then, like, the next day they're like, oh, we talked it out, we're fine. That to me is kind of toxic.
Yeah, definitely. If I was a guy and my girlfriend's like, if I saw, like, on her story, she's like, I'm gonna get rid of him, or I need to work
Even
on
that, or,
myself.
like, take the
If I saw
pictures
that-
down.
Yeah, or if I saw that, like, constantly, I would be like, man, what toxic behavior? Because that's so emotionally draining. I'd just be like,
Yeah, and that's, like, I don't want to bring up Sam's ex, but Sam's ex was kind of like that. She, like, posted stuff. I'm not gonna say her name, but she posted, I think, this is what Sam told me, I think she used to talk trash about him on, like, social media, or, like, did something in that sort.
See,
And
I could never do
that's
that.
toxic, and that's why they
Yeah.
didn't date long. They dated for 3 months. So sorry, ex.
Oh,
Hi.
it's that 3-month period I talked about.
Yeah,
Like,
the
past
3 months. Yeah. That
I've
you
never
told me
made
about.
it past 3 months, so
I
that's why
didn't.
I'm
I
single,
didn't
so.
make it past 3 months. I would say the situationship that I was in with this past guy that was 2 years, but that was more like friends
Mhm.
with just like not the title girlfriend and boyfriend, but
Okay.
like that was 2 years, and that was a waste of my 2 years because he was mentally draining.
Damn.
And that's the kind of stuff is there's a lot of girls out there that, or even guys too, that can't get out of relationships because they're so glued to that person
Yeah.
and they're so worried about that person and their feelings.
Mhm.
When they don't, you're breaking yourself down for that person, and
Yeah.
that's what you shouldn't do in a relationship. You shouldn't be breaking down yourself and changing your personality for a person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where that like the what you look for in, or what I look for in a relationship. It's like you just got to be nice because I cannot handle someone that's emotionally draining.
But anybody, this goes for guys and girls, you need to kind of have that single time with yourself and learn about yourself and learn how to appreciate yourself. Okay, this is why I tell people all the time: you cannot love a person until you love yourself. And I know that's a cliche, and I know that a lot of people have said that, but we're gonna leave it on that note. You need to learn how to love yourself.
I don't know if y'all can see me right. Well, obviously y'all can't, but I'm bowing to Jalen right now
Because that's a true
she's
fact.
speaking facts.
That's a true
Right.
fact, and I have lived by that for the rest of my life. If I break
Big
up with
facts.
Sam, or I have whoever I'm with for the next whatever year of my life,
No cap.
I need to know that I love myself more than I love this person. So then I can be able to show all that love to them.
Exactly.
So I think we should end on that note, because that was a good lesson for everyone to learn.
Yeah.
Is that you need to go out there and love yourself. So if you want to spoil yourself with some, get you that purse that you want, or the J's that you want, or that chain.
Or don't do that because those are materialistic things. And those
I'm
don't
just
last
saying,
forever.
if you want to spoil
I'm just kidding.
yourself.
I'm just kidding. No,
If
that's
you
fine, of course,
get your
yeah.
nails done, or go get that haircut you've always wanted that your friends keep bullying you about, go
Or-
get it done.
Or go get a tattoo.
Okay, that's permanent.
What's wrong with it? What
That's
do you mean?
permanent, because what happens if you don't like it? Okay, yeah, go get the tattoo that you've always
Or
wanted.
go get your ears pierced. Or
Yeah, go get your ears pierced. That's okay, because you can take those out.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you can. I mean,
So
I don't wear
just
ears.
go do something that's not permanent. That's
I mean, yeah, do something for yourself. If it's permanent or not permanent, just do it for yourself, because you're like, hey, I love myself today, and I want to do these things for myself. So then you can prepare yourself to like build that confidence in you. So then when you
Exactly.
get in a relationship and like just say y'all did break up, that like maybe it's still gonna hurt, yeah, but like you're like, hey,
then you'll be okay.
I'm like, I still love myself, so I'm gonna do good for me.
Exactly.
So yeah, let's end on that note. Go out there and love yourself. And we appreciate you guys listening to our podcast.
Are we gonna have like an outro? So just say
Okay, AJ, gosh.
Thank you for joining us for tea time. Clank.
I wasn't
guys.
ready. I wanted to say it at the same time.
Wait, hold on. Are we saying clank or clink?
Clink.
Clink. Okay.
Okay. Why? I was supposed to say it because I'm the host.
Yeah. So say thank you.
This
for
is
joining
a
us.
terrible outro, guys.
Say it. Say thank you.
I
for
was
joining
finna
us.
say, don't force me to say it. Now I should say something different.
No, because when am I gonna? Do I still say clink then?
Yes, I'm gonna say
Okay,
the words.
Okay. God.
I want you guys to know that this is literally gonna be parts of our episode where me and AJ might go back and
Please
forth.
do the outro already.
AJ, let me talk to the people.
We end.
We're gonna end. Chill. I just want to give him one little last thing.
Not another lost episode.
This is not lost episode. I'm just saying that this is raw stuff. This is how me and AJ are kind of on a day-to-day basis. So learn to appreciate it. Okay. Anyways, thank you for joining Tea Time.
Clink.
Clink.
We didn't even say it at the same time. That's okay.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.